The RV Show USA is brought to you by Flagstaff, building better RVs, making smarter RVers.
The RV Show USA.
And now, live from the RV Show USA studios in San Antonio, Texas, it's your RV and wingman, Alan Warren.
You know, when it comes to buying a new RV or a new anything, really, we have a right to expect everything to work, right? And it should, but owning a new RV will never be as maintenance-free as owning a new car or a truck. And managing your expectations when buying a new RV is an important component if you're going to enjoy your new hobby. That's the topic of today's chat with Brett Dobrins, Territory Manager with Flagstaff.
The analogy I used to use is that, somebody owns a Harley, it's a great day. You get your Harley, and this is going to be great. And living in the Midwest, you've got a short period to use that motorcycle. And if you don't know how to do general maintenance to that Harley, you're going to have to take it into a shop, and you're going to be in line with all the other people that don't know how to work on their motorcycles. And it's going to take longer than you wished to get your motorcycle back. And pretty soon you're realizing you're only getting to use this thing maybe a month or two out of the summer. And so I would say that owning a trailer, which is bouncing and twisting in and out of campgrounds, if you don't know a little bit about maintaining it or aren't willing to take care of that camper, you're not going to have the kind of experience that you expected.
But it's not difficult to do. It just takes a little bit of time and, situational awareness, be aware of what's going on inside and outside your trailer. And most people can fix most of the things, I believe.
Right. I think it's a matter of understanding that, we do tons of maintenance on our homes that just sit in one place and we say nothing of it. So when you have a trailer, the fact that you've got to do some things to keep it performing right and looking good shouldn't be a surprise, but sometimes it is. So that's why I've always wanted to make people aware of that right from the beginning. And I think that there are a few things that I would recommend to kind of make sure everybody has their eyes open to the things they need to do. To get started, I think just reviewing the limited warranty that comes with the camper is a good idea because it's important to understand the owner's responsibilities versus the manufacturer's responsibility. This can avoid a misunderstanding of party responsibility later on when you're into a repair, need of a repair.
It surprises it surprises me how few people have even read their warranty. I mean, I ask them, they say, "Well, I've got it, I haven't read it." Well,
right.
Read it, and I'm not getting on anybody because we're all busy and there's a lot of paperwork to sign. But good grief, this is you said it's a hobby. RVing is the greatest thing. I just love it, but it comes with a responsibility. I mean, read the paperwork, do your maintenance. It's not difficult, but it's not going to be like buying a new F-150 and driving that thing for 100,000 miles without pretty much doing anything.
You're right. You owned a truck, the next one's going to be very similar. If you've never owned a trailer, you don't know anything. But even if you have had a pop-up, now you have a full 30-foot travel trailer. Hey, it's an old new ball game, and you need to have an understanding of what your responsibilities are now. The other thing to do is to review the owner's manual that's supplied with the camper, and you can get important information and on operation and maintenance. The Forest River brands, we have gone to a online owner's manual that is available on our website, but also you can install an app, Android or on iPhone, and you can have the manual with you. And sometimes people are taken back a little bit about not having this printed manual. But they also weren't happy with the fact that it maybe wasn't as brand specific as they'd hoped. With this new approach, we have more depth. We have ability to set up. We have videos, support videos. We have some tutorials available. We have the ability to set favorites so that you can remind yourself of the order of how you like to set up your camper. There is just so much more information, and we now have the ability that you can click on brand-specific information. So if you have a Rockwood or a Flagstaff, you want to know how to winterize it, there is a way to click on that. That's all stuff that wasn't available when you just had that, limited number of pages of a printed brochure.
And something else about, with our world and good grief, things have changed so much in the last month or two, and who knows where we're going in the future, but we seem to be at home a whole lot more. Some of these duties of maintenance that people have been putting off, this would be a good time to not just do maintenance on your RV or your house, but to also, if you're thinking about buying an RV, a good time to do your homework. You've got time to do it. Now you don't have that excuse, well, I got to go to work. People are at home. Now's a good time to fix things, I think.
Well, I think you're right, and our customer service and parts department would let you know that some of the veteran campers understand that. We get steady business throughout the cold winter months, non-camping time in many parts of this country, and those are the people that know that, hey, in October, I'm putting it away, and I'm going to see everything I need. I'm going to get the parts I need, or I'm going to get it in and get scheduled. It is a good time to start that.
Understanding the importance of knowing your responsibilities as an RV owner and then doing your part will help so much in your satisfaction with the RV you buy and own, and it will help prevent many future issues. An example of this is what's the right way to polish your RV, to protect those good-looking decals? What's the proper way to wash your RV, and with what kind of soap? Or does it matter?
You should use something that is designed for boats or RVs, because a detergent like Joy dishwashing or anything with grease cutters is not going to be good on the vinyl graphics package that are on these trailers. I think it dries it out. People are constantly complaining about my trailer's 4 or 5 years old and I'm starting to get curling on my graphics. Well, it says in the owner's manual, don't ever use a power washer. And sometimes people think, well, if I keep it on low, but really, if you want to have that stuff last as long as possible, don't use a power washer. Also, when you go to wash it, put your sponge on the graphic and brush away. Don't go brushing up
to the graphic,
promoting it curling. So there's just some common sense things to pick up on. And I should say, if you're going to get up on the roof, make sure that you do stay away from the edges and be safe. But we do provide ladders to get up there because there are things to do on the roof. A lot of people think that these downspouts that we've included on our drip rails are going to keep the trailers from getting black streaks on it. What keeps the trailer from getting black streaks is cleaning the roof on a regular basis and not letting crud build up so that when it rains, it comes running down the side of your camper.
I think the biggest takeaway with my conversation with Brett is the importance of knowing what your responsibilities are as an RV owner, of knowing and understanding the owner's manual. Reading, understanding the manufacturer's warranty, all of it is important. And equally as important is performing the required maintenance. Now, none of it is difficult, but all of it is important. Owning an RV, as Brett said, can be looked at as a hobby. And as with any hobby, the more you put into it, the more enjoyment you will realize from doing it. Thanks again to Flagstaff for participating in this education initiative. If you have a question you'd like to ask the manufacturer or a topic you'd like to have discussed, send us an email to info@thervshowusa.com. That's info at thervshowusa.com.